right now. So, predictions, boys, just before we fly in. I personally went for Vitality.
Oh, yep. Ooh, okay.
Right in.
And for good reason. ZywOo with a tap. We are right in and right down. 2 for ZywOo. Collar in the B site, but not for long with a plant denied. Otto definitely could have gone for the stick there, but he tries to fight, and that's going to cost him the round. It's Blame gone in a 1-on-5. ZywOo hunting these players, and Nivera, who's in this map, by the way, over Masuta, that's kind of cool, is they're trying to keep shox double scoped in to jump up. Just throwing the util in, they cut him off with the smoke. shox AWPing outside. Gonna have to give it up, giving Cole a lot of room with a man advantage. shox playing spawn, watching for heaven. ootNd holding onto the door, but not peeking. If he was Nivera, that would be almost a free kill. The flash is good, and RPK plays off the back of it, getting into the lobby, but everyone's holding. Cole is so prepared, so ready for this play. They go 1-for-1, and now in a 4-on-3 with shox seeing nothing yard. They're getting lurked on by Blame again. Config got an entry down B. No lower rotates today. Gambling top of Vitality, hoping for the best.
Yeah, just a hope and a prayer here for Vitality that this does come in towards A. They might get their wish, though, as it does look to go in towards this side of the map. However, Config and Blame, the little Danish duo, good for that dub.
Config keeping 2 CTs in the wrong bomb site. Nivera above the hut needs to do a lot, and it's a spray for 1, but Otto with the trade. Config follows up with a B pick, and RPK is trapped at the back of the site. They've got the info. ZywOo needing to come in for support, but RPK flanked out, and ZywOo can't hit the shot to JKS. It's a massive entry to give Cole this site, and likely the round. shox with no kit coming in from lobby needs to do something heroic. Here's ZywOo, that will do. Quick tag, and JKS ducks on out.
Yeah, a lot of this still hinging on shox, right? Even though you got ZywOo, this big heavy hitter up in heaven, he's hoping he can draw attention away to give shox some room to maneuver. There's ZywOo pouncing onto Otto. JKS still down in the site, but it's ZywOo just obliterating them. How on earth has he gotten away with it? From heaven, he had no business getting that double, but he does, and that gives shox all the room in the world. Originally, ZywOo was kind of playing more of a living decoy role up in heaven, just getting the attention.
And Apex is falling out of heaven as well to check the yard. It doesn't matter. It's that A split, and Vitality have been caught in the wrong positions. It's only Apex here to deal with them. Puts up 1. Nivera coming up the vent. Nice catch on the Config. They're all over the site, though. Apex is dead in upper, and JKS follows up. He has looked great on some of these entries. Blame picked up, but shox traded. Leaves it on ZywOo.
In through the lobby, man. Creeping on forward. ZywOo just tucked himself away. Now he's been set up by the rest of his team to attempt this clutch. There's a kit dropped right in front of him. So it was destined to be. Going back to check and see if anyone's pushed through the hut, and that is not the case. ZywOo now aware he might be given a temporary 1v1 here onto Otto, but Otto swinging the angle, taking the fight. It's always risky.
Oh, was a call made? He seems aware. Rush is also in position. ZywOo scoped up. Rush looking for an angle, an exit, a nice shot. Can't follow up. Nivera comes down in the back line and keeps B under control. shox needs to go back up. That's happened too many times. Vitality have over-rotated B. shox realizes, and he retreats from the ramp side, getting back into that position. Cole still looking interested in A. It's all that they've done. But not only 2 players here, plus Nivera in the vents. He's going to go ahead of the Molotov. On the ladder, he gets 1. Almost ootNd, who can't flick down surely, as Vitality finally hold the...
His footsteps as well in towards ramp. Oh dear. Everywhere they go, ZywOo's there. They're like, he was just outside. He just hit me in T-spawn and now he's down on B. Well, you got to try and get past him, and Rush eventually will. ootNd holding over towards ramp is getting pressured now by Apex. This B site, the one that Complexity are trying to end up on. The rotations are already in for Vitality though. Blame holding the line. They don't get through that smoke. However, Apex will offer up a fighting chance in this round with the double. Missed shot from Otto, and now these two are getting very claustrophobic in the control room. RPK has been waiting for shox to join him. There's the swing, and it falls to Otto, but he can't pierce the armor of this tank. 6 on the board for Vitality as they tie this up with the B retake. Already rotating to ramp, misses the player crossing and doesn't land the shot to Config. It's him and shox in the 2v2. And shox once again flanking, once again with this big out position to try and make a play. We're looking at him in the double doors to be the difference maker, and there it is, him and ZywOo, a terrifying twosome to go up against, right? Individually, they're two players you can never write off in clutches, so when they're up against you, already eyeing up the window.
shox, yeah, he's got to make noise here to drop. There's a kit on A, that was the call, and he's going to go through the vents. JKS, where could he be? Anyway, breaks the window, but he shoots from ramp. Will that be info that shox has? He looks very attuned to the ramp position. It is an open plant for the left side. Tapping the bomb. JKS checks it. shox moves in. He never saw JKS, but JKS... Oh, dear, he hits it. JKS knew there was no one on the bomb. He checked it. He moves out, and shox shuts him down in the 1v2. It's going to be Vitality leading. Realization sets in. No, it doesn't. JKS still thinks it's A. Now he's found the kit, now he knows, but he's walking it. Yeah, he doesn't have time for this, he's got to run.
This is deja vu, man, isn't it?
Close the half.
And not to mention, right, if going for the kit takes you longer than 5 seconds, it was never worth it to begin with. And so now JKS on this drop, making a lot of noise. He doesn't have the time to be quiet. shox, is he going to beat him again? Is it going to be back-to-back victories? JKS trying to flick, but it's shox 2-0ing bodies in the vent where that came from. Down goes ZywOo, and it's left to shox. This time, it's a big clutch again required, but no longer is it the 1v1s. It's a 1v4, turned 1-on-3 for shox to try and pull off. Surely not. Oh, shoxy, you're not meant to win these. He's not meant to win these. Blame F, the last man left standing. shox on for the ace. There is no way he's landed the dink. This cannot happen. This cannot happen for shox. He's out of there with the bomb. Up towards the vent, trying to fake Blame F out, but those shots have given it away. shox might have it. shox has got it. 10 on the board for Vitality.
This wrap, the run boost over. Otto doesn't know, and shox has got the shot. Great stuff. Otto was so, drawn to secret, and he never even saw them in garage. They didn't even need to run boost because he wasn't looking. Apex does find config in the meantime. 2-on-4. Cole screwed in this round. Rush needs to make a play. He's the only man in a position to do so. JKS is cordoned out. Rush catching Apex, moving back in, but he's lost the A site.
Yeah, they know Rush is here. The only one with a bit of an element of surprise could be JKS. Now giving up his position and wrapping into ZywOo, that is certain death on the cards. Rush, his turn to clutch, his turn to give it a go. RPK, however, just says, nah, mate, you're done.
On lower. They've got 2 players in B right now. Same story for Cole. Baited in with the door open. Nice shot for RPK. The AWP just gets slapped in the face. JKS anchoring B right now. Blame can come in on a wrap, and he has. Killing shox from Decon. 4-on-3. Still committed to this lower site, but with no split. It's just down to the ramp men. Nice nade.
Yeah, nade from Nivera is perfect, right? That's allowed for a B plant to come in. The only man who can have any say in that matter is Blame F, waiting at Decon. Config's also given a bit of a berth to get down through the vent, and while this is happening, Rush has set up a ramp, so you got this nice little 3-pronged approach. However, one of them's gone already. Blame F deleted over in the Decon door, and Rush caught out in the open. Still good for that kill to Nivera, but that's where RPK...
And Cole just need 2 more to push it over the line. RPK running, and Rush looks down at the right time. Otto obliterated against ZywOo, who will drop down B, but only faking it. He doesn't even make the noise, really. He just fakes the ladder. He just climbs up the ladder, so... Now he has A. Do they think he's lower? They can't see him. They can't figure it out. He's right below Otto, or rather the AWP in Config's hands instead, who will just peek. It's Config for crying out loud. He doesn't wait. Woo, SMG on shox. He could have bought full, but he's going fast instead.
Yeah, he wants to get in there, right? He wants to get stuck in, and maybe to his detriment, he's at least been that spearhead on the offensive to get the rest of Vitality in there, get them moving, get the people going. As now just Otto and JKS have to try and keep this game alive in a 2v4. Nade into the site, doesn't quite deal with RPK. And to make matters worse, ZywOo is just Molotov JKS out of heaven. That slowed down a round in which Complexity don't really have time in anyway. And JKS with no kit in an impossible clutch. It's all said and done. Vitality, they lock in the victory here. They go 1-0 up. And now things get a little bit worrying for Complexity with Dust 2, Vitality's map pick, just around the corner.